Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 4th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi. Hello. And our energy mantra for today is I recognize that healing comes from getting intimate with the darkest dark and the lightest light of Scorpio energy. And that's a really important thing to remember, is that Scorpio can go to the depths. Scorpio needs to go to the depths. That's why we have a Scorpio season to go there, and yet we can't forget to come bring what we find to the light, to come up for air. It's an important balance. That's why we have this Libra energy before we do Scorpio, so that we learn that lesson of balance, so we can utilize it with the darkest dark and the lightest light of Scorpio energy. So we have healing into expansion today. And actually one of the cards that I do have is the healing card. And the cards really actually influenced this energy. I have the Thunderbolt card in reverse and the Flowering card. And it's like, yep, there was some really crappy stuff in the past. It was really tough. And we do need to go review some of those shadows, look at some of that energy, maybe look at some of the trauma, look at some of the places where we may have given up our power. We do have to go there, and yet we do have to surface to the light. And I love that we have the sun connecting to the moon today. There is a square, and this is an interesting square, but it's happening at that 11 degrees, that healing degree. The moon is in Aquarius, and moon in Aquarius reminds us that it's really important to check your vibration. So it's like, yes, go there. And that vibration may not feel so good. And then it's like, well, how do you bring it around? How do you shift this energy? How do you step into healing? And do you have the belief that there is healing for everything? I do hold that belief that no matter what you've been through or what you're going through, there is healing available. So tuning into that. So as the sun and the moon connect, you may not like some of the vibes that you have to face. You may not like some of the shadows that you have to face, but the healing comes through facing it. And then the healing comes and the expansion comes through then working your way through it. So the presence to be there, the presence to be willing to go to that place, and then to help yourself shift. And we have that in the astro supporting us. I also love that we have the moon in Aquarius connecting to Mars. So you may have faced some of these shadows before and not been able to figure out what the healing was. But this connection, whether it's through beautiful connections or aha moments, you can definitely figure out what it is that you need at this time and then take that action. We do have Venus in conjunct Uranus. So there may be some worth stuff coming up that may be part of the this that we have to face. I also have the comparison card. And make sure that you're not comparing anybody else's shadow. You know, so often we know such little pieces of the truth of somebody's experiences. You cannot compare your experience to anybody else's, no matter what you think that you know. Finally, this is very important. We are building into this Mars square Pluto energy. And I have it written building here, but really it's like boiling. Mars and Pluto both have really strong energy. Both can tune us into power struggles, control stuff, manipulation energies. And it's interesting because Pluto can really ignite the Mars shadow and the Mars reaction energy. So as we are building into the square, and that square shows us where we're holding resistance, be very aware. Your temper may be shorter than usual. Staying in balance, Mars moving through Libra, staying in balance may be really hard. I feel like it may ignite some areas where we do need to take our power back. And this is a positive in this energy, but really watch the reactions in this energy because it can be very destructive, these energies interacting. It can be a call for you to step into your power. It is a call, actually. It's not can be. It is a call for you to step into your power, but just watch the ignition, you know, and really when we step into our power, We're in, how do I want to say this? In balanced alignment control of ourselves rather than in that knee-jerk reaction place, and that really could happen in this energy, so be very aware of it. Also of note, Lilith energy is ignited. It is connecting to that Neptune, so some of this ignition may be related to really old energies, but Lilith always reminds us that we are in our own power, that we can always step into that and go our own way. So that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have the power. Namaste.